Hi, I just wanted to take a minute and look at a quote by Rumi and discuss it for a moment. Look at your eyes, how small they are, and yet they see mountains and stars and the infinite sky. In this circle of love, the universe is born. They're very pretty words. That's for sure. You know, it sounds quite poetic. I mean, first of all, when I look out to the universe, I see emptiness. There's a vast emptiness and rocks and fire. So, you know, it's interesting they talked about the universe because when you consider what we see with our eyes, there's so much that we don't see. In fact, I'm sure you have possibly considered this over the years I've been around here as a human being. I thought to myself, well, I wonder if, like, it kind of seems cool, like my body is the universe too, you know, because when you go from the great to the small, there was a very cool exhibit at the Science Center where I lived as a child, going from the great to the small and talking and looking at the intricacies of our human body. And that, you know, down even to the cell and how intricate and amazing even one cell is, like a universe. So, and as well, so he's talking about what we can see with our physical eyes, but what I would ask you to consider is all that we don't see, that we don't know, and we actually don't even question very much. For example, your mind. There is so much unknown about the mind and about even so your mind and your physical body and the relationship between the two. There is an online store called eCafe. I'm going to put the link below, in which there's a vlog series within there called the Quantum Mind, and it's fascinating, and it talks and explains in detail the relationship between the mind and the physical. And there's just a huge vastness that we don't understand, that we don't talk about, that we don't even question. Even just with that, why don't we? You know, because we're preoccupied with our toys, whether they be electronic, a small thing we can hold in our hand, like our cell phone, which is cool, or whether it be a great big toy like an atomic bomb or some new cool space thing we have made to go out and explore. I'm not suggesting going out and exploring is a bad thing, but I do think that we could perhaps wait and use the money more wisely first here on Earth. Anyway, back to eCafe and the Quantum Mind series. And it is just so fascinating just to even look at the one point when I consider this quote by Rumi. It's a very pretty quote about us looking and seeing. You know, to me, it actually seems like the opposite. There's just so much we don't see. We don't understand. We don't question. So, I mean, I look out, and actually, all that happens is I get preoccupied. And what also happens is time passes by. I get preoccupied. Why do I get preoccupied? Well, my mind preoccupies me with everything that's occurred that I've supposedly learned through my experiences. And pictures keep coming up in my mind, and thoughts, and emotions, and feelings, and they get me stuck. And I don't have time, the inclination, let alone the money, to look into the important shit. What's going on in my world? I'm 50. Shit. I don't even have much time left to make a contribution here. A contribution that matters. I'm not saying that not having children isn't a contribution. So I love my kids just like everyone else does. I'm not saying that. But what about the mess that I'm going to leave behind? What about all the Kleenexes I bought? Tissue. And paper towels. I was thinking about that today. Where did it come from? Well, they're tissues and paper towels. What is that? Why do I keep consuming it? What does it mean? What is it using? Was that thing alive? Did that thing have an awareness? I don't know, because I'm preoccupied about the past, about being fucked up, about meeting a bunch of people from my past at a social event. No, I'm screwed up about that. Still, when did it happen? Years ago. Why am I so upset about it still? What's with that? What about someone who's really suffering today? And I'm preoccupied about something that happened 20 years ago that hurts my ego, and I'm consuming the earth by using all these paper products. But I have to, because I need them. I need to go to the store again today. I need to buy more stuff. So I'm consuming the world. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't think I see that much, or I haven't. I'm just starting to open my eyes. So I'm sorry, Rumi, I don't agree with your quote. So if that makes any sense to you at all, I would encourage you to go to ecafe.com. It's EQAFE. I'll put the link below. There's just so many incredible products there for you to help open your eyes, to assist you and support you to open your eyes. And as well, I'll put the link to Desteni, which is the site that I went to first to learn about the eCafe products. And there's just so much more. Please investigate Equal Money, or we at Destonians are suggesting that this is a peaceful solution to many of our world problems, to equalize the world, to create a new foundation for the world through equal money so that we can tackle other issues. So please investigate equalmoney.org. Thank you.